I'm doing Life Code 2 in Atlanta. And then the following day, I will be doing a topic on the new mind control. It's called the manipulation of instinct and the biochemical destruction of consciousness. I will be showing you how this devious beasthood, because it's not a priesthood anymore, it's a beasthood. We'll be talking about how the beasthood and the geneticists have set about not only conditioning you through behaviorisms anymore, because that's going to become costly.
What up, Andre? I see you, brother.
Or any more trauma control, they will be changing you. The infrastructural archetypal nature will be controlled based upon the new programming, and it will begin in these past 2 generations to the next generation with the food that has been perverted and changed. Now, I have a short amount here my sister had typed up for me. The hidden names of MSG. And when you begin to understand and understand what MSG really does to the body, especially to the physiology of the woman, you will have to understand and understand that it is necessary for you sisters at this particular point in this continuum of the battle, in the war, to check everything that goes into your mouths. Because they're continuing the process of degenerating your womb, because they know through the degeneration of the womb, through the generation of the next genus, because they are going to classify you, first of all, as a subspecies, based upon the Caucasian. Eugenicists have classified you as a subspecies and a genus offshoot of a lower breed and a lower order of human. And that then conditions their own behaviorisms. They condition themselves by talking about you as an inferior entity. And then it's easier for them to begin to deal with this diabolical work when they know that you're not human, when they sense you're not human, when they feel you're not human. So the way that they have now understood that they can control you as a population is to degenerate the physiological structure, to degenerate the microbe, to degenerate the molecule, to change the spin orientation of the atom so that it now matches a new behaviorism, which creates a new type of species. Easier to control, easier for you, because now they no longer have to program your behaviorisms. Your behaviorisms will be based on the instinct that was programmed 2 and 3 generations ago. So with every one of the next 3 or 4 videos I do, I will precede my talk with this particular thing around the MSG and how they have perverted the specific molecule to become a free radical that damages and destroys tissue, DNA, damages and destroys molecules, destroys spin orientations for the molecules, spin orientations for the cellular structure, creating specific disease conditions that gives them the condition to further put in different types of chemicals to change you so that the next 3 or 4 generations, you won't even recognize your children as human. They will be putting on certain activities, they will be doing certain things that you would say, well, damn, we didn't do that before. And it will be commonplace behavior, because the conditioning has already begun with the computer in your schools. And with these particular stores that are coming up, selling food that are only available in the black community. That's right. They're only available in the black community. And I've done my road test to show that these specific drinks, there are specific beers, there are specific types of foods, specific types of chicken, specific types of everything that is sold only in this community. That's right. And that is not an accident. So I don't know how many here, but of the hidden names for MSG, if you can pass them on, or if someone could take it and make more copies. I couldn't get any more copies than this, but I want to put this on the record for you. And I will be putting this on the record again in every one of the programs that I do from now on. All right? And if you do have the chance, beloved, take copies of it. Let me have one. It's all right. Let me have one of those copies there. I don't have to go digging for it. There are, there are specific types of foodstuffs that are coming into the natural healing community that have been prepared by the beasthood. We have been eating all the food that we think is the analog to beef, the analog to chicken. Let's just have us a tofu this, or a tofu chicken this, and a texture this, and a texture that. Not understanding that the beasthood has created your food dynamic as the precursor to breaking down the archetypal structures of your archetypal instincts. When you lose instinct, everything else is lost. Whenever a society or a civilization or even a species loses its instincts, that is the precursor to their destruction. Let me repeat that. Whenever an animal, society, or any living entity loses the archetypal instincts that orders its living, orders its behaviorism so that it can interface with nature and thus survive, that species is headed for extinction. They are now setting it up so that your particular reality will no longer match. That's why they are so big on virtual reality. Because the virtual reality syntax, the virtual reality context will become your everyday reality. Because now your instincts are going to be trained to ignore the true reality. It will be so numb you cannot even interface with nature, thus cannot interface with
What up, Marco?
and thus you will be interfacing with the reality that they will have created, thus the virtual reality. There is no more mind control like you think mind control will be coming down. So we can talk about chips, we can talk about trauma-based mind control, but that mind control will be obsolete within the next 10 years. When you understand from this next lecture I will be doing down at the Gathering of the Masters, how they will be doing it, you will understand that mind control in this particular arena is God control. We've gone beyond mind control now. We into God control. So now when you start dealing with the consciousness of an entity and now you program the behavior through their instincts, not through what is from the outside in, but from what you program of yourself inside out based upon how they are mapping the new human, you're fucked. So if you look at the new hidden names that they have for MSG, it is necessary for you sisters especially who are out there vying for your families that you do not help this beasthood in the systematic destruction of your DNA integrity.